Good morning. 125 CRPC was incorporated only for the purpose of contingent emergency arising because of deserting the wife and children and parents, allowing them to starve and die. Therefore, the emergent provision was incorporated under 125 CRPC. Originally, 1898 CRPC also contained same provisions for grant of maintenance. But the necessary ingredients for the wife was that legally wedded wife, and the wife should not desert the husband without reasonable cause. These all are the two differences were available. Or living in adultery. Living in adultery, not one act of adultery. That was several times interpretation. Thereafter, initially it was 500 rupees, and thereafter some amendment were made. It has been enhanced to 5,000 rupees per month. Thereafter, they have deleted the quantum of amount. Now it is sky high level. Then what had happened? There were certain interpretation. Kerala High Court once stated that the daughter-in-law who secured a job on behalf of her husband, not maintained a mother. Then the High Court, Kerala High Court directed the daughter-in-law to pay maintenance. This way, so many interpretations in maintenance case. Now, a fantastic judgment has been delivered by Bombay High Court. I think one more Chandrachud he seems to have been elevated as High Court judge. So his division bench judgment has stated that father-in-law is bound to maintain daughter-in-law, but not under section 125 CRPC. It was under section Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, section 19 and 22. The A. Chandurkar and N.B. Suryavanshi were both held division bench, Nagpur bench. Hindu adoption and maintenance challenge as to daughter-in-law unable to maintain herself after death of her husband. Death claim of husband received by father-in-law. However, no share given to daughter-in-law. I do not know how. Daughter-in-law driven out of her matrimonial house and ornaments and gift articles received in her marriage not returned by father-in-law even after entering into mutual agreement. Daughter-in-law proved her inability to maintain herself and that father-in-law neglected and refused to maintain her. Therefore, no evidence brought on record show her source of income. Father-in-law liable to pay maintenance at the rate of 7,500 per month. It's a case of Mega Amol Padole versus Vasantrao Govindji Padole. AR 2021, NOC 578, Bombay. This is also available. AR online 2021, Bombay 298. You can download this AR online so that you can understand the concept and keep it on your file. Another judgment was, this is AR 2021, NOC 630, Bombay, same judge, division bench. Dr. Pradeep Ramteke versus Suchita Dr. Pradeep Ramteke and another. Is section 218 maintenance, adoption and maintenance act. To wife and daughter. Wife is Mohammedan by birth. Provision section 2 of the Act 1956 preclude person who does not propose to be a Hindu by religion or Buddhist, Jain or Sikh to invoke these provisions of the Act. Therefore, they have not granted maintenance to the wife. But at the same time, minor daughter was considered for maintenance and 3,000 per month was ordered. This is what I said. So far, Chandurkar is concerned, I have a best relationship with them. Justice Chandurkar, M.N. Chandurkar was the Chief Justice of India, Tamil Nadu. and later elevated to Supreme Court. So Mr. P.N. Panduling Chandurkar was my international law teacher, best lecturer, Madras, Nagpur University College of Law. I worked under him as a stenotypist for few days, part-time, and one not worked, just assisting. But I am not able to assist him properly because my mind was disturbed that time. J.N. Chandurkar, one of the brother son of Panduling Chandurkar and M.N. Chandurkar, was my classmate law college. I used to pronounce jokes, so many jokes when we chat at the college vicinity. When Chandurkar became Chief Justice of Tamil Nadu, I had an opportunity to visit his home because J.N. Chandurkar was visiting the house. So here one more Chandurkar seems to be High Court Judge of Madurai. That is my relationship. I want to share with you. I have shared it. See, now again, as I earlier told, again this corona is being spread, and day-to-day casualties not only increasing, and spread is also rapid. Therefore, I humbly request, we have already lost many number of lives, particularly in judicial profession. So be careful, and that is my humble request. Best wishes.